As much as I love Middle Eastern scents, there are some scents that just did not work for me, and I'm sharing those with you today in hopes that I can save you from making the same mistakes that I did. I highly suggest that before you blind buy any perfume that you get a sample, a decant, smell them in person if you're able to. I know that with Middle Eastern scents it's much harder, but if you're able to get a decant from somewhere, someone online, please do so. A reputable source, hopefully. But these are scents that just didn't work for me. Starting with the Guidance, Amouage Guidance dupe from Paris Corner. This is the most screechy, nails on chalkboard, almost dirty metallic scent that I just can't get past. I've tried to make this one work. I've made quite the dent in it, and I've tried layering this with all different kinds of scents, and this was nothing like I expected it to be. Does it follow the general idea of Guidance? Yes, but it's like on the cold end of the spectrum. Like a cold metallic scent comes out of that for me, and I've let it sit for a very long time, and it's just not everything that I had hoped it would be. I do not recommend. Next, we have Paris Corner's Caramel Cascade, the Taskine one. This is probably the worst Bianco Latte inspiration I've ever smelled in my entire life. There is something so extremely Play-Doh about this. It smells like Play-Doh. All the delicious gourmand notes that I am aware that this has, that I do like in here, is immediately overpowered by the Play-Doh scent, and there is no dissipating. It's just there. It just stays in the opening and in the dry down. There's this Play-Doh scent that I just can't get out of my nostrils. No matter how hard I try, this was a fail. This is probably the worst Bianco Latte impression or dupe I've ever tried in my life. Next, I have the Maillard Natural Intense. I had really high hopes for this one. I did want it to be green, but there's something almost too chemically about this in a cleaning product way. This smells very much like something I would maybe use as an air freshener in a bathroom, a deodorizer, maybe even a car air freshener. There's just something that just doesn't feel like it belongs on my skin. I've tried layering this with so many different fragrances and I just can't get it to work for me. And I love green scents. I like the smell of like basil leaves, tomato vines, things like that. I absolutely love that kind of green scent, but this is just not. I don't smell any of the juicy fruits that are in here. I know that there's like tangerine, a green tangerine in here that I wanted to love so bad, but it's just there's something air freshener cleaning product about this one as well, and I'm not a fan. And then the last one, probably the least offensive one in this little collection, is the Kayed Alfarsan White. This one, what really saves the cleaning product scent in this one, because I also pick up a lot of cleaning product in this, is the creamy base. It does have some of that sunscreen scent that a lot of people love. I'm not a huge fan of sunscreen scented things. I wanted this to be like a great summer scent, and it just wasn't for me because of that. Again, there's like an undertone of like this is meant to be sprayed in a bathroom, or like it's just like a urinal cake kind of. That's what this reminds me of. So for that reason, I'm out. And then an honorable mention is Lattafa's Ajwad. I don't even have that in my collection anymore. That fragrance was like dirty pennies. A lot of people recommended that one to me, and that was like dirty pennies sprinkled on top of rotting fruits, and I had gifted it twice. I gave it to my mother-in-law, she gave it back to me, said it wasn't for her. Then I gave it to my grandmother, who she kept it, but I think it was out of pure pity. She didn't want to make me feel bad, but that was probably one of the most, if not the most offensive perfumes I've ever smelled in my entire life. So